I literally wanted to make a quick video, like literally under 2 minutes, to explain a concept that I go through and I just went through. And while it's fresh in my brain, I have to share it with you guys because I have ADHD. There's this thing that I've always noticed that black men do when it comes to black women, and it's kind of like they make us beg for everything. Now, I know I'm going to trigger all the white women who feel like they have claims over the community and our people, and especially our men, and they feel like no, and the dishonest black women who don't want to be honest about the state of the community. I'm not talking to you, so you can scroll off if you don't care to learn, or you don't have enough empathy to hear other people's experiences, right? But there's something that black men do, and it's the community dynamic. This is why so many women are online always crying when they get a ring, because they've really had to work for it. They've usually dated the men for like 10 years and was, the ring was held over their head or whatever. So there's a thing that they do, and I remember I noticed it very young, and it's when I started wanting to be courted. In the black community, courting women is not, you're seen as a simp. And I am so like fairy tale romancy type of girl that I love to be courted, but they never want to court me. But if they do court me, they kind of, like, so at the register, for example, they kind of pull out their wallet slow to make you squirm. Right? I think it's either one or two things, and sometimes it's both. They want to see if you're going to pull out your wallet first to pay, or they go slow to make you so that they can be like, calm down, like, I'm doing it. Like, they're never going to do anything so that you feel like I'm being efficient and I'm going to pull out my wallet proudly to pay for you. So I just was coming out of a restaurant, leaving, and this black man was coming up to the door. If you coming up to the door on the other side, so if I'm walking out and you can see me because it's a clear door, you and your man, my son even does it, you see a woman about to push the door, you go, oh, let me get that for you. What they do is they kind of go and they slow down their pace so that you can push the door, or if they're on the same side of the door as you, they allow you to walk fast and they don't skip up to get the door for you. Right? Black men are self-hating. And I don't know. So I do know how to explain this. If you are trying to make something true in your head because your fucked up truth has to be a reality for it to be valid, right? This goes back to black men saying food stamps took black men out the home. They left and everybody was questioning why they left. So they came up with a lie and said that we didn't want them there because we'd rather have food stamps. They have to make a lie to justify their behavior.
I had to add this. This is a great example because now that you are dependent on the food stamps, hence how you're acting online about food stamps, because you were groomed into needing food stamps. This is why I keep using the analogy of the government grooming you and then using what they groomed you into and saying, this is what you wanted. Now I'm going to start puppeteering. That's how that works. But they groom you into feeling like you need the food stamps and you love the food stamps and you can't do without the food stamps. So your behavior looks like a crackhead for the food stamps. And then when their white preferences or whoever outside the community who doesn't understand the dynamic, they're going to see you acting like a crackhead for the food stamps. And when they also simultaneously hear the lie, like on My Baby Can Read, see it, say it, and hear it. That's how they process information. They're like, oh, that must be the truth because they are behaving that way. Black women are independent because we were forced to be independent. And that is something that we've already recognized and everybody knows it. But everybody keeps pretending like other cultures of people other races will pretend, or it just misses their mind that that is our reality, that our men don't actually like us. Perfect example of that. My son had to stay home from school, which makes him rack up late days. He doesn't wake up in the morning, so he gets a lot of tardies. But I had to have him stay home from school one day to let the people in who had to do maintenance where I live. So I was like, these people, and they're white, the people that I'm renting from are white, they just think that somebody's going to be home. They think that somebody's going to be home to let them in. They don't ask me my schedule. It's like they don't even consider that I'm a struggling single mother. And another thing I think that they're thinking is that I am one of you, black women, who act like they cannot do without a nigga. I think they even come in there looking for signs of a man. I am a loner. When I say I don't fuck with these niggas, I don't fuck with these niggas. A lot of women are walking around here still being independent while simultaneously laying up with a nigga. People don't believe my life. They don't believe that I literally do everything by myself. And I choose to do it by myself because I'm not codependent. And I choose to do it by myself because I understand the ways in which I will be treated if I have a black man in my bed. Black American men who are hateful towards any group that is not black American. Do y'all understand the full picture? I am treated like scum of the earth, not always. And like I said it in another video. I'm going to make a video talking about the good things of the community and what I experienced. But I'm talking right now about the bad. So let me talk about the bad. Okay? I have no one. Okay? When my car breaks down, I literally have no one to come and help me. For me to attach myself to men in this community means that they know my situation and they try to take advantage of me, because that is the dynamic of the black community. When you see a single woman, you keep begging for pussy or saying, oh, this is the main reason I stopped smoking, because I couldn't find a weed man that would just sell me fucking weed. They have to try to fuck me. If I don't want to fucking just do business, I can't do it. This is the dynamic of the black community. And women who are easy, and I'm sorry, but this is what black women are. They don't have self-respect because what? They've been groomed into not having self-respect. Through what? The music and the behavior. I'm going to do a video about Kevin Gates. He has a disposition of a lot of black American men. That disposition scares me. Black American women apparently love it. I am scared of black men when it comes to saying no to them, because it's going to be, bitch, I don't want you in here, bitch. I have to stay to myself for my safety. Men all over are predators. I get preyed upon. And here's the dynamic. There's black women in the community who think I'm pretty, and they can also recognize that I'm not black American, and they treat me bad because they think that I'm thriving because what they deem worthy is being wanted by these fuck niggas. And when these fuck niggas see me and they go, oh, I don't know why black men be like, she look exotic. They say that to me all the time. My first boyfriend even said it to me. She look exotic. Where you from? Because black men are not racist, again, black women, because black men are not racist and they will fuck anything with a coochie and legs, they don't care if they put a target on my back by wanting me and making me compete against you, which I will never do, and you treating me bad because black American men want to fuck me and discard of me the same way they want to fuck you and discard of you. But you're hating on other women because you wanted the privilege to be fucked and discarded. Please don't get me started. And they're most likely going to be black because of the area that I live in, because of what I have access to. And if they're not black and they do have white skin, they still have the same pathology because the white people in my area are poor too, and they are codependent upon one another. This is why I keep calling out the white women, because white women love, listen, I just had a conversation, and I know that this person's probably gonna see this video and think that I'm saying all this because of her. Yes, you pushed me over the edge. I literally have 8 white women blocked in my fucking inbox that I followed, considered people that were my mutuals, whether they were on the spectrum or they understood, or whether they advocate for their own community. But instead of respecting the education that I try to give them about our community, or my community, the black community, they say, yeah, but you can't, they gatekeep for the men like it ain't nobody's business. Or they gatekeep for, well, I don't get treated like that, so it must not be true. Or do you ever see me go in a white person's fucking video or under their video while they're educating us on the dynamic of the white community and me not saying, oh, that's true? It's more believable for us to attack white people and say, this is what they're doing. And everybody just go, yep, it sound white. But we can't, this is the problem. This is why the black community is so dangerous. Because when people like me are trying to speak out, there's too many people who have drank the Kool-Aid in the lies of black people. I'm not saying the history of black people is a lie. I'm saying that there's a lot of things that black people can fix that they won't fix. And from the outside looking in, it looks like we're oppressed in so many ways due to white people, but we are really oppressing each other at this point. And instead of people coming to be educated and say, well, I didn't know that you were going through that. I didn't know you had to beg for every fucking thing from the men in your community. I didn't know that these niggas wake up every morning to ruin a black woman's life. I can scream it from the fucking mountaintops. I can park my car and niggas will rob my motherfucking car knowing that I'm a single fucking mother, feel no ways about it, and no one is going to believe me because black people have to stick together. No one's going to believe that my features, because I'm around black Americans, put a target on my back. They're not going to believe me. They're going to say, well, black people have always lifted me up. I recently just told somebody in the comments, the safest fucking person in the hood is a white person. You don't want to believe me because you don't want to have empathy for anything other than whatever the fuck it is that you're talking about. But this is why I talk about humanity. Excuse my tears. Pisses me off. I can't even say my truth without motherfuckers always talking about, you're a goon. You're Uncle Tom. I'm not nothing. I'm aware. I'm not on no fucking drugs. I'm fucking aware. I'm hyper fucking aware of what the fuck is happening around me. And I want it to stop. And I'm educating everybody so that everybody can know what they're seeing. So that when you have the opportunity to either aid in my oppression, you say, I heard this before. I know it looks like he just wants to see his fucking kids. But in reality, I think he's playing her. I think that black women love black men more than any fucking other person walking this earth because we birthed them. Anybody claiming to love black men more than us is a fucking fraud. Love don't always look like what you want to hear. Love is what you need to hear. And you have women like me who ostracize themselves. I ostracize myself and I keep going. And guess what I do simultaneously? I smile at black men in my community while I'm exposing them. And you guys don't think that because I'm holding them accountable that I have love. Because you want to hear me say something loving. The problem is not the things that I love about the black community. The problem is the things that I don't love about the black community. And if you're too fragile and you need me to kiss a nigga's ass every time I'm complaining, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. Because that's not how shit works. You don't kiss nobody's ass while you're holding them accountable. And I'm going to keep holding these niggas accountable. But I want y'all to understand how this shit works. I'm going to go back to the duration of the video. I'm sorry. I had to introduce. I had to pause. I had to park.
So in black men's head, because they don't like black women, which is a reflection of them not liking themselves and anything black, they have to spew that the reason that they don't want to do nice things for you is because it's something that you did. So what they like to do is say, you don't know how to let a man lead. And in order for them to be able to make that true,
I'm a little bit more calm. I had to come back and interject. It's not that they want to make it true. It's that black people, and I say this, if the truth, if it's in all areas, black people are used to being performative in this country. So they want everyone to witness, whatever that they're saying, they want it to line up because they want the approval of the rest of the world. This is why I say black people can't want to be free, because you're always performing. Instead of getting the black community actually right, you would rather perform that you have it right so that people can say nice things about you when you don't fucking deserve it. It's not that so it can be true. It's so that others can think that what they're saying is true. If others are looking, they know. And this is why I know black men gaslight. It's like their favorite fucking thing to do, and they've perfected it because they know how the brain feels when everything aligns. It's like they've thought of every fucking thing, and I don't even think they're that smart. I just think that they know this is how this works, but it has to align. It's narcissistic. Because this is what narcissists do. In order for me to be able to lie and say you're crazy, I have to make you act up, get an audience to see you acting up, and then go... Part of me feels like that nigga Devin is doing that too. He actually looks like somebody I used to talk to. I'm not saying Devin is not innocent. I'm talking about the Brene and Tim case. I'm not saying that he was not a victim, but part of me feels like he's more sinister than we know, right? And if the proof is in the pudding, this is why he's not going after them the same way Akira did. You know, they say he filed a suit and then it was like they overturned it, or not overturned it, but they put it in like nobody's gonna do nothing with it, because I feel like if they were to keep going, we would find out that he was in there fucking with her head too. Like, you understand? There's a reason people are gravitated towards that type of situation for how long they were, or say I do, or marry somebody who's capable of doing all the things Brene did, because birds of a feather flock together. When somebody shows me crazy, I get the fuck on. You can't say I was with this person for 4 years and I ain't see shit. Oh, I'm gonna see it now. No, I'm gonna see it now. I don't know how long they was together, but I'm not going to accept a ring because I done saw some shit. You feel what I'm saying? But I just wanted to, it has to be the truth. It has to appear to be the truth. So they're going to manipulate everything around you to make you look like what they're trying to push is your truth.
They have to make you get everything yourself. This is how you have the strong, independent woman. They have to make you pay all the bills so they can say, you won't let me lead. You won't let me see my children. So I've learned to stop dead full stop in front of a door when I feel them slowing the fuck down. And I wait. Because you know what the argument is? The argument's going to be, I was trying to get the door, but damn, okay, strong black woman. It's not true. I'm a dainty fucking flower. And so when I was about to push the door open, he slows down. He did not expect me to do this. I stopped full stop in front of the door. He literally 2 strides would have got him to the door. That was the longest 2 fucking strides he ever had to take. By the time he opened the door, he was looking away like this. And I said, thank you. And he went inside and he didn't say, you're welcome. Why did I turn around and say, it's your welcome? And I went back to the car. They don't like black women. And any person, especially these white women online, trying to always convince you that we need to have empathy and not blame the black man, but blame the patriarchy. There's no way that these men are going to do better or learn to love themselves if we don't call them out. Because we actually love them. Fuck anybody else trying to drown out a conversation about the way they treat us because they feel like, well, black men treat me good. I don't give a fuck how black men treat you. And black women, you should care about how black men treat you. Unacceptable. And the next time a nigga try not to open the door for you, you wait for him. You wait for him. And you sit in your femininity and you say, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. even if he's being an asshole, because he cannot make up that you weren't thankful and that you wanted to get it yourself. Let them niggas get the door for you.